Good morning, students. My name is MS Somshekar from Nilambika Girls High School, Serigare. Today, I will teach you a 9th standard English. That is Aruna Asaf Ali, a great patriot. We have already started the lesson in the previous class. You will learn a little bit about our life history. That we know that she was one of the greatest freedom fighters of India, especially women freedom fighters of India. And she was used to call as grand old woman of freedom fighter. She was called as the grand old lady of Indian independence. Who was known as the grand old lady of Indian independence? As that is Aruna Asaf Ali. That great lady was born on 1909 at Kalka in Haryana. She was born into an Orthodox Bengali family. She was very Orthodox family. She was born into that family. Aruna broke the convictions of all the convictions at the age of 19 to marry Asaf Ali. So why did she break the convictions? As to marry Asaf Ali. Who was Asaf Ali? Asaf Ali was a lone freedom fighter. So because of that only, she wanted to marry Aruna Asaf Ali. For that purpose, she broke the convictions of the Orthodox family. After marriage, she brought to face in the freedom struggle and also service, social service. She continued the freedom struggle and social service. When did she enter the political field? During the Salt Satyagraha. The major political involvement was during the Salt Satyagraha. She made public meetings and led processions. So that's why she was prosecuted in Delhi. She was imprisoned. Almost all the prisoners were released, political prisoners, but not she. Only she was released after the production against the government regarding her release. In 1942, she was again arrested and put in Delhi jail, where she went on hunger strike regarding the callous treatment of the political prisoners. Her demands were considered, and she was transferred to Ambala jail. She was there for long years in the solitary confinement. After release, she stayed away from the movement for 10 years. After this incident, she was away from any political involvement for 10 years. Something significant had happened in the 1942. We know that 1942 is very important in the history of India because this was the time of Fit India movement. And there was a National Congress session was held in the Bombay. She attended that session along with her husband on 8th August 1942. On that day, Quit India resolution was passed. Quit India resolution was passed. And the committee had planned to hoist the tricolor flag at Govali Tank Maidan, Mumbai. So the British got the secret of that plan and they arrested almost all the top leaders, including the Gandhiji. What happened is very important. Today we will see what happened next. On 9th August, Quit India movement has to start. The beginning should be symbolized with the hoisting of the tricolor flag at Govali Tank Maidan. The president of the Congress has to hoist that. But almost all the top level leaders, including Gandhiji, had been arrested. What happened next? Today we will see. My husband and I were not in the least surprised. In the early hours of August 9th, a police knocked the door of the flat where we all stayed. When they announced Asaf Sahib's arrest, I asked, "What about me?" "There is no warrant for you, ma'am," I was told. The following words are the exact words of the Aruna Asaf Ali. What she has told? My husband means her husband Asaf Ali, and she means Aruna, was not in the least surprised. In the list of the arresting people, their names were not there. Asaf Ali's name and Aruna's name was not in the list that was going to be arrested. But when the early hours on the August 9th early morning, the police knocked the door. The police knocked the door of the flat where they were staying. So when they opened the doors, the police announced that Asaf Sahib's arrest. Why had they came there in the early morning? To arrest Asaf Sahib. Then she asked him, what about me? Arun asked, what about me? My husband is going to be arrested, but then what about me? The police replied, there is no warrant for you, ma'am. But there was no warrant to arrest the Aruna. Why? Why do you think there was no warrant for Aruna? Though her husband was arrested. It is because after Delhi imprisonment and Ambala imprisonment, she was away from the political issues for 10 years. Perhaps because of that reason her name had been dropped. I persuaded the British sergeant who had come in a taxi with a couple of policemen to let me accompany them to the railway station to see off my husband. She requested the police sergeant, the police officer who had came in a taxi with a couple of police, they had came with the other two police to arrest Asaf Sahib. She requested the police officer to accompany them. So I will join you. I will come in your jeep to the railway station. She requested the police sergeant, please let me come with you. Please take me in your jeep until railway station just to see off her husband. In the train they were going to take from another faraway state. That's why she wanted to see how the other political leaders, including her husband, were going in a train to the long, far away. Just she wanted to see. That's why she requested. The dawn was about to break. Dawn. What is dawn? Dawn. What is the opposite of dawn? Dusk. Dawn is the early morning. Dusk. Sunset evening. The evening. Just going to be sunset. Early morning, dawn, evening, and the time of the sunset is called dusk. The dawn was about to break. It was just the sun is appearing, the sun is rising. There was a cordon around Victoria Terminus. There is a place called Victoria Terminus in Mumbai, which was covered by the police because they expected any politicians or any freedom fighters may come to hide the tricolour, or some of them may try to escape from the hands of police. That's why it is heavily cordoned with the police around the Victoria Terminus to keep crowds at the bay. They wanted to keep the crowds on the bay. Bay is a river, a sea which joins the earth in a particular place, which makes some space in the earth. That's called bay. I walked along the platform. She walked along the platform. The railway platform is a very long one. So she was walking along the platform. When she was walking along the platform, I saw Maulana Azad. Whom did she see? When she was walking along the platform, she saw Maulana Azad sitting at the window in a compartment. He was sitting at the window in a railway compartment of the special train, stopped to talk to him. She just stopped to talk to the Maulana Azad, who was one of the freedom fighters. He was the Congress president then. He was to unfurl the tricolour at the public gathering at Govali Tank Maidan at 8 a.m. But she was arrested. Not only he, most of the top leaders had been arrested. She spoke to the Maulana Azad. What happened to you? Why you are arrested? He told, yesterday night, my previous day night, the police got the wind of that, so they arrested almost all the leaders to avoid the hoisting of the tricolour flag at Govali Tank Maidan. So hearing to that, I made up my mind on an impulse. She made up her mind. She strongly decided. So impulse means sudden urge to do something. She has a sudden got a feeling to I have to do something for the nation. She has decided there is on the platform itself. After speaking to Maulana Azhar, she decided something in the and she said, I am going there. She told, I am going there. Don't worry, I am going there. Who is I here? Arna Asaf Ali is I here. Where she was going? She was going to Govali Tank. Why was she going? To unfold the tricolour. This decision to stand in for Maulana Azad was the beginning of the chapter of the heroism and unrest in the life of the Aruna Asaf Ali, her relative pursuits. This decision, the decision taken by Aruna at that time on the railway platform, while she is speaking with the Maulana Azad, that decision, she said, I will go, I am going there. That decision was the beginning of the chapter of the heroism. Then her real heroism chapter starts of the Aruna Asaf Ali. Aruna Asaf Ali's real heroism start then. Her narrative process, she continues speaking. What she was going to speak? Bolubai Desai's son, Dhirubai had come to the railway station. He drove me in his car to the Maidan. Bolubai Desai was one of the great freedom fighters. His son, Bolubai Desai's son, Dhirubai had came to the railway station to drop his father. He took her, he drove her in his car to the Maidan. The Maidan, which Maidan? Govali Tank Maidan. The meeting was declared illegal. So there, the police was put a section 144. According to section 144. According to section 144, gathering in groups is illegal. They announced the meeting was declared illegal. So don't gather here. Gathering more number of people is illegal under the Act 9, under the Act 1, section 144. The white skinned sergeant gave 2 minutes. The white skin, that's the white man. Who is the white skinned person? British. Sergeant gave 2 minutes for the crowd. Where was full of people? A crowd of people are gathered at the Maidan. Just has given 2 minutes to disperse. They have to disperse themselves. Otherwise, they are going to fire on them. Just has given 2 minutes. So by then, Aruna entered the Maidan. So I quickly scrambled up to the dais. She quickly went up the dais. There was a dais on which she has to unfold the tricolour. She quickly went up the dais. Announced to the people. She gave an announce because the innocent people don't know why their leaders are not there. They didn't have any idea. Almost all the leaders have been arrested, but they didn't know. The people, the crowd don't know. That's why she announced to the people the arrest of the leaders. They announced almost all the leaders of Indian National Congress have been arrested. She announced and pulled the cord. Cord means wire or that we call rope to hoist the national flag. Suddenly she went up the stage and immediately announced almost all the leaders have been arrested and unfurled the tricolour. Hardly had the flag been unfurled. Hardly the flag been unfurled. When the police lobbed tear gas shells into the crowd. So when national flag was hoisted, what the police do? They lobbed the tear gases on the crowd, shells into the crowd. The men and women ran, scatter, ran wherever the space there. Anywhere without no direction. They went in all directions. The people went scatter because they knew police gave the shells, tear gas shells. Then after that they were going to be shoot. So there are freedom fighters who gathered the tank, ran helter-skelter with the tears streaming down their cheeks. So while running, the tears coming down their cheeks. The experience of that morning, maybe that experience made Aruna, not made me means Aruna, decide. What she has decided? I would not again tamely enter the jail. I should not enter the jail like a tamely. Tamely means not bravely. Tamely means anjukuriki. I should not enter the jail like tamely by offering satyagraha. I don't go for satyagraha. I don't. If you are going for satyagraha, definitely they are going to arrest me and put me into jail. That's why she wanted to underground. She wanted to escape from the police. Aruna's act of defiance on August 9th was virtually marked the start of Quit India movement. The Aruna's act, what was the Aruna's act? Aruna's act of unfurling the tricolor or national flag was a symbol of August 9th, virtually marked the start of Quit India movement. She now become full-time after this incident on 9th August. She become full-time activist in the movement. In the movement, which movement? Quit India movement. She become full-time freedom fighter in the movement. She now become full-time activist in the movement, eventually going underground. She eventually underground. She escaped from the eyes of the police. She underwent somewhere, but she was doing continual activities of the freedom fighting. To avoid being arrested, she became the editor of Inquilab. There was a newspaper, Inquilab. She became the editor of the newspaper, Inquilab. The monthly, what's Inquilab? Is a monthly magazine for the Congress, along with Rama Manohar Lohia, great person. So, along with Rama Manohar Lohia, she started to write for the paper Inquilab. In 1944, the issues of the magazines, she advised freedom fighters not to allow any academic arguments on questions like violence or non-violence to divert attention from stern realities of the day. In 1942 issue of the magazine, in the 1942 there was a magazine came. In this issue, she has written, she has advised the freedom fighters not to allow any arguments. Don't make any argument, academic arguments. Academic arguments are useless. If you make an argument, you can make an argument only on the freedom fighting. Don't academic arguments on questions like violence and non-violence. So we have to take a violence path or non-violence path to reach our goal. Don't speak like this. Don't make argument like this. If you make an argument like this, definitely people will be misguided by you. They may chance to change their path to fight against the British. That's right. Through this magazine, in the 1944, she requested the people or readers, don't make arguments, academic arguments regarding the violence and the non-violence. I want every student and youth to think. So she requested every student and youth to think and feel as a soldier of the nation. What should we feel? Each and every youth, each and every student should feel, I am not a citizen, I am not a student, I am a soldier of this country. Each one should feel as I am the soldier of the nation. This is to come. So this is to come. If each and everyone becomes soldiers, how can the British face us? That's right. Some people are fighting, most of the people are just watching, is not no use. Each and every one of us, except the age-old people, all of us should feel we are the soldiers of this country. Then only we are able to achieve our national freedom. Like this, she gave a call to the youths and students. In the meantime, the government, so by this time, the government of India made a lot of search to arrest her, to find where Aruna was, but they could not find where Aruna was. Just she was continuing her activities. So government announced a reward of rupees 5,000 on her capture. If anybody captures her, the government will going to award them 5,000 rupees. Now you laugh. It's very small amount, you think. Now it is a small amount, but before independence in the year 1942, like this 44, 5,000 is a very big amount, very big amount. That's why, that's why they announced 5,000 rupees arrest. She became ill, and she became, so while I was doing the articles, like she became very ill, her health broke down. On hearing this, Gandhiji advised Aruna. So Gandhiji concluded that Aruna Asaf Ali was a great freedom fighter. She was influencing the students and the youths. But that same lady, a great old lady, was unhealthy. Hearing this, Gandhiji advised her, surrender. She told her to surrender. I have sent you a message that you must not die underground. Gandhi's advice was that you should not die underground. The police are very cruel, they may do anything. There are chances for you to die underground, or by the police, or yourself with the ill. Don't die as underground. You are reduced to a skeleton. Otherwise, you will be reduced to a, so just you will become a skeleton. If you die, you will become a skeleton. Do come out. Gandhiji asked, advised Aruna, please come out, do come out, and surrender yourself. You can surrender yourself to the police and take the prize offer for you won't take the prize offer for you and reserve the prize money for the great Indian cause. So Gandhiji gave a very good advice for Aruna Asaf Ali, because after some years of activities, her health was broke down. Thus Gandhiji advised her to please do come out of the hidden place, surrender yourself, because he don't want to see as a die in the underground. He advised her to come out and take the prize amount offered for you and use this money for the great Indian cause. For the sake of the nation, you can put that amount. However, Aruna surrendered only when the warrants for her arrest were cancelled. However, Aruna surrendered. Aruna at last surrendered when the warrants for her arrest were cancelled. So she told the police her warrants should be cancelled, then she was going to be surrendered. So the police warrants have been cancelled when she herself went and arrested herself on 26 January 1946. After India attained independence, this was a great work. So what she has done after independence? India got independence in the year 1947 August 15th. Aruna Asaf Ali turned to social work. She changed to social. She continued as a social work. Helped to establish the National Federation of Indian Women. She started National Federation of Indian Women in 1954, and in 1992 she was awarded Nehru Award for International Understanding. She started National Federation of Indian Women in 1954. In 1992, she was awarded the Nehru Award for International Understanding. She breathed her last, that great lady breathed her last in 1996. The country honored her. Its highest civilian award, which was the Indians' highest civilian award, yes, that is Bharat Ratna. She was awarded Bharat Ratna, Indians' greatest civilian prize, greatest honor, was given to Aruna Asaf Ali posthumously. Posthumous means this award was given to her after her death. See, this is one of the bad luck of our country. So most of the great peoples have been received the Bharat Ratna after their death. That should not happen. So if the same prize were given a few years back, she would have feel great, feel happy, proud of herself, because throughout her life she has sacrificed most of her things for the sake of the country. She has done everything for the society, that kind of people should be honored in the early. Then only these prices value will be increased. Okay. So I understand what is Arna Safali, how she was, from what family she had come from, why has she married Asaf Ali, why she has taken convictions, what was her first political movement, then she was arrested. Once again she was arrested, long 10 years she was away from the political issues. While in the 1942 she went to the session, in the Bombay session. In the 19 and on that day, Quit India resolution has been passed. Almost all the top leaders arrested, including her husband. On that day, on the railway station, she saw Maulana's waste of unfolded tricolour. She decided she will go there. She went there, announced the crowd, almost all the leaders have been arrested, and she unfolded the tricolour. This was a significant or a signal for the start of the Quit India movement. Then she was underground, she has done so many activities. On the advice of the Gandhiji, she surrendered to the police. After the independence, she continued her social service. She died in 1992. But she was awarded the India's highest honor, civilian honor, Bharat Ratna, posthumously in the 1996. Thank you. Try to read the lesson as many times as possible. Then read the questions that follows the story and try to answer them. So please read and try to answer the questions. Thank you.